it is week 2 of spring vlogs, so week 2 of my Easter holidays. Yesterday was Monday, and Sunday and Monday I literally spent both days crocheting for my 24-hour crochet challenge, which was really fun, and I've got so much done. Like, I've also worked out how long it takes me to do certain things as well, so now I can plan ahead, which is brilliant because I don't have much time on my hands at home. Especially with working. So, I don't know what the plan is today. It's Tuesday. It is nearly 9 o'clock. I have already got up. I have showered. I have dressed. I have had breakfast. I have done my teeth. I've done my hair. So, I'm ready for the day. And actually, it's nice and sunny outside. So, I might go out for a walk. I do need to put electric on today, though. That is one of the things I need to do today. I've even hung out my washing. Yeah, I seem to be very productive this morning, which is very much unlike me. But yeah, so I definitely need to go and put electric on, so I might just go for a walk and do that so it's done. And I might just sit down and do more crochet. Yeah. So I actually made some really good progress on the Granny Rocks jumper that I started years ago, so I might continue with that, or I might just set myself a very small challenge and make a teddy, because I really want to make the teddy, and I think that's the bin men. Yeah, even though they're usually out on a Thursday, so I don't know why they're up today, but there we go. Unless it was because we had Friday bank holiday. Maybe that's why. But they're making loads of noise. Yeah, so not sure what you're going to get today, but I also don't know if I'm going to the shop. I might be going to the shop to do some stock take, but that's like a bit later in the morning, so I've got a couple of hours. And actually I can do the electric before I go to the shop. I don't know. I'll sort something out. But yeah, I think I'm going to sit down with my drink and more crochet. No, I need to get everything off my phone. That's what I need to do, because I got a little timer on the bottom that says how many minutes I have left of recording, and it's not a lot. It's about 12 minutes. So actually now it's about 10 minutes. So I am going to get everything off my phone, because that is going to take quite some time, and then I might actually be able to put my phone back in its case so I can go out. Yeah, let's do that. Right, I do not feel like I have been very productive today at all, and the reason for that is because I have just had, or I have been having, one of the worst migraines I have ever had. I've had dancing lights before, but never really put it with a headache. And then I was reading a letter this morning, and I couldn't read the letter. There was just like white specks all over it. And before I realised what that meant, I was then on the, I had to book an appointment, so I was ringing them, but I couldn't actually read the phone number because I just saw a light. So after being on the phone for about 15 minutes, most of that on hold, and finally booked the appointment, it wasn't until afterwards and I thought my head really hurts. So I think I laid down and was trying to crochet. So I have been trying to work on this granny square blanket today. I think I've done 1.5 rounds of the yellow. That's it. And it got to the point where I just could not, I couldn't do it anymore. My head just hurt so much, and then I started feeling sick. No, I took a sumatriptan because it was so painful, and within half an hour I started feeling sick, and then I worked it, and then I spoke to a friend, and we think it's because I hadn't actually eaten lunch. So I took myself off to bed for a couple of hours, and when I woke up my head felt a lot better, but I just feel like I've done nothing. I managed to get everything off my phone and onto the laptop though, so I've also put the last podcast onto my hard drive, so I've got space on the laptop, and I've put up I've taken all of week 1 vlog videos off my phone, and I've taken all of the 24-hour crochet challenge videos off my phone as well. So there is space to actually do this week. I don't know what to do now. I was going to sit and try and edit week 1 of spring vlogs, but I don't know if I can sit in front of the computer. I haven't actually worn my glasses all week, all of last week, and for any of the crocheting I did over the weekend, so I'm wondering if that's not helped the migraine. Anyway, because I went to the shop though to put the electric on, I have managed to buy myself a big bottle of Pepsi Max, which I have been craving for the last week or so. And I picked these up. It's salted caramel. I didn't know they did salted caramel ones. So I picked 2 up, one for me, one for Joey, so we can try them. And then remembered that I had effectively lilt in my car. I think this is from Aldi. I don't know. It's either Aldi or Lidl, one of the two. My dad buys it, and then I just steal it from my dad. Yeah, so I might drink that. Maybe I just need a bit more sugar in me. I don't know. Yeah, no idea what I'm going to do. But I might go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. It's Friday. So yesterday I spent, let's start from the beginning, shall we? So Monday I was working on my 24-hour crochet challenge, so didn't really vlog other than that. Tuesday, what did we do Tuesday? Don't think I did very much. I may have just sat and crocheted for most of Tuesday. Yeah, I think I finished actually the features on the Grinch scarf that I was working on over my 24-hour challenge, so that is done. I ordered pom-poms as well, so they've arrived. The only issue is, in the picture, some of the pom-poms were white, just all white, which is what I wanted. I wanted one white pom-pom to put on the end for his bobble on the end of his hat. But it's arrived and it's got like black tips, and I don't want to trim it. So I might have to order yet another pom-pom. But yeah, there we go. So, yeah. So I can't quite finish that. I don't know. I'm going to see actually what that pom-pom looks like. If I don't like it, then I'll have to order just a plain white one. In the meantime, what else did I do Tuesday? Not an awful lot, because I think Tuesday is the day I had a huge migraine. Yeah, I literally had aura with this migraine. It's one of the worst I have ever had. I was trying to read a letter from the hospital and couldn't see it because there was just lights everywhere. Yeah, so I spent a couple of hours in bed actually on Tuesday trying to get over that, and then felt sick, and yeah, so Tuesday was not fun. I don't know when I made the eyes then. I may have made the eyes Monday evening for the Grinch scarf. Anyway, let's move on. So Wednesday, I was at the hut all day Wednesday. We went for breakfast in the morning, and then went back to the hut. We didn't actually have much time before people started arriving. Now the hut is meant to be open from 1 till 6, but because natter is from 1 till 4, and it can get busy like it did last week, people arrive at 12:30 to get their seats. Yeah, and we love the fact that it is really busy there all the time, and it's a great atmosphere, great community, but sometimes we do actually need time to do stuff. So things like restocking shelves or writing a new order list because we haven't been able to do that. Yeah, so I spent Wednesday at the shop. It was a lot quieter than last week, probably because we had torrential rain all day. But I did get quite a few rows added into my Granny Rocks jumper that I've decided that's the new project I'm working on now. Or the new whip from my whip list. I have just been looking at my Ravelry page today to see which projects are actually nearly finished that I can work on quickly. So I currently have the postcards with love blanket, which just needs the outer ring finished. I think I did 2 more postcards, so I think I've got another 2 to do, and then I've got 2 with words on to do, and then I just need to join it all together. I think that's all there is left. I might have to make some beach huts as well. Yeah, but like I said, there's not a lot left for that one, so I could dig that one out. But what I want to try and do first is finish the coronation blanket first before Coronation Day. So I will pick that up first, I think. The other one, let me just bring it back up. The other one I think that is close to being finished is actually the granny square blanket I'm doing. Because I've almost finished 1 ball of lemon for that. And I just picked up another ball of mint for it as well. And the other one that I could finish really quickly is the FCG bag, because I just need to make a strap. And the Tunisian crochet bag that I've decided to work on, which is actually the squares that I made at East Anglia Yarn Festival. Because I've got the yarn for that. It's all there waiting. I just need to work out how to do some of the squares so it makes the pattern I want. I don't know which one to pick up first, but today I am editing the 24-hour crochet challenge. I did 4 hours editing. No, I edited up to hour 4 yesterday morning, and then when I got home last night I added in up until hour 12. So I've got to go back. I think I had properly edited up until hour 9 or 10. So I need to go back and just watch through a couple bits on that and finish those off. And then I can work on the rest later as well. Yesterday I was at the shop a second time. We did actually have our workshop on Wednesday as well, our beginners workshop. We only had 4 ladies, but it was nice just to have a smaller group this week. I think we were doing a bit of C2C. And we had a granny square going, and then we had a couple of mosaic crochet going as well. So it was nice. There's lots of picky bits going on, which is good. So yeah, that was Wednesday night. Yesterday I was back at the shop. We were doing stock take. We managed to finish stock take on all of the Starcraft DK, Aaron and Chunky, and then I set about reorganising the stock room and giving it a bit of a tidy up. It is a little bit of a mess because we're trying to rearrange where all the boxes go. But I've had to organise in a way that we can actually get to the heavy boxes. Bless him, Helen's husband extended the stock room and put the shelves up. But he also moved the stock in now from his shed. And obviously he's a man. And he's a lot taller than us, so he put all the heavy ones at the top. Yeah, so my arms and back are not happy because I've been moving heavy boxes around. But I've organised it still. All the heavy ones are now on the floor. But yeah, so I am going to sit and edit. I've had breakfast. Joey is not up yet. And I'd like to speak to him about going to the cinema, because I really want to see Dungeons and Dragons before I go back to work. And we're back Monday. So I've only got tonight, tomorrow night, or Sunday to go. And I'm actually back at the shop today to try and finish off the rest of our stock take this afternoon. So I only have 3 hours to try and edit. Yeah. So I'm going to crack on with that. Not sure what else you're going to see today or tomorrow. Back at the shop tomorrow because it's Saturday. We have our workshop in the morning, and then we have like open help, like support between 12 and 2. But I have an appointment at 2:30, so I actually need to leave at 1:30. So tomorrow is going to be a bit of a mix and match of what's going on, but it's going to be a bit higgledy-piggledy. We'll see. So yeah, let me get back to editing. So it's Saturday. I woke up with a migraine again this morning. So I kept snoozing my phone, my alarm. Managed to have a shower and I felt a little bit better, so I did go to the shop. We had our session this morning for our crochet workshop, and this is the group where I'm now doing Tunisian crochet with one of the ladies, and she actually got further than me today because I just could not concentrate on it with the pain in my head, and it's starting to go again now. In addition to that, I had a hospital appointment to go to, and because of this, I couldn't drive. So a friend of mine, who is my new food teacher at the school, I've known her for a little while, and she kindly drove me to the hospital and waited for me and dropped me back at the shop so I could pick up my car. And I showed her how to get started with crochet as well, because she came to the shop to sit with us for a little while, which was really nice. So I think our lunchtimes are going to be filled with crochet now at work. But that's okay, as long as we get our job done right. So yeah. Yeah. Last night I uploaded the 24-hour crochet challenge to YouTube. So that is up, and I've already had a few people view it and comment on it, so that's doing really well. And yeah, we were supposed to go to the cinema this evening, but actually when I looked for a viewing, there weren't any anyway. So we didn't go because of my migraine, but actually there wasn't any showings anyway. So I have booked us to go in tomorrow at 10 to 4 to see Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm really hoping that this decides to bug off, basically, so I can actually go and enjoy the day. And I'll probably get us hot dogs or something while we're there. Basically, I think because Super Mario Brothers has come out, it's on all the big screens, so there's loads of viewing times for that, and the other shows, the other films have been moved to the smaller screens. So we're in a small screen, but it doesn't matter. I'll make sure my glasses are with me and on my head. Yeah, I'm actually going to try and do some more Tunisian crochet. Might have to take some more Tripton, but we'll see how we go. I might actually put on Critical Role, because I've been watching Mighty Nine Reunited. I've watched episode 1, and I'm now ready for the final battle of episode 2. So I might put that on because that's a couple of hours long. That'll keep me that'll keep me company at least. Yeah. In terms of the Tunisian crochet though, there are 25 squares that we need to do for this project. And we did one a couple of weeks ago, because this crochet session is once a fortnight, and we started one today. But we both agreed that if we're going to catch up, we need to do one a week. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do one a week now. So we'll start another one next Saturday, and then the Saturday after, and the Saturday after that. So yeah, each Saturday I'm going to do a Tunisian square. What I have also decided to do is go back through my Crochet Society boxes and just pick one and make the projects in it, so that I can say I've done it and move on, because I've got so many of them now and I've barely done any of the projects in them, so it'd be really nice to actually do them. So I had a look back through my videos and found, I was looking for the turtles, and I found they're in the box that looks like Grecian tiles. So I'm going to dig that out. Might do that tomorrow. Dig that out and make up one of the turtles in that. I want to make all of them. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. So even though I haven't necessarily been doing any crochet or working or being productive, I have been thinking about stuff. So yeah, and I finished, we had pizza last night because my husband is not home now until Sunday. Yeah, so, and I don't like cooking. Yeah, so we had pizza. I finished that off. That was my lunch when I got home from the shop today. Don't know what I'm going to do for dinner though. Can't really afford to order out again, so ordering again, so we'll find something. But yeah, I'm going to put Critical Role back on and try and do some Tunisian crochet. Right, so it is now actually Monday. So first day back at work today since the Easter holidays, but I wanted to sign off properly because I didn't do it yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday was a bit much, I think. We had a few places to go and certain times to do stuff in. So we went to my parents for lunch about 1:30-ish and had food with them, and then went to Lakeside to the cinema to see Dungeons and Dragons. And I think we got there like 20 minutes early, so we just went and sat in the theatre, in the cinema, and we really enjoyed the film. We laughed so much throughout it. Found a couple of Easter eggs as well. I just think it's really cool. Some of the references in there are really good. So some of them actually refer to Critical Role characters and to the original like cartoon series of Dungeons and Dragons as well. I don't think there was any reference to the last film though. I may have to watch it again. There's so much going on though. You really do have to see it more than once to kind of see everything. So yeah, it was a really good film. So we came out of there about 6:30 and then needed to get to Tesco's before. So we have a little Tesco's around the corner from us, which is open a little bit later than a normal big supermarket on a weekend, because everything closes on at 4 o'clock. But yeah, our little Tesco's closes at 7, so we raced there to get some milk for breakfast this morning and to get dinner for last night. And we had no squash, so I had to get a bowl of squash, and Joey wanted mayonnaise. So that is literally what we got, and I figured I would get lunch as well for today. So that's what we did. So we came home and cooked dinner, which was pizza, one of our favourite meals, and I spent the rest of the night working on my Tunisian square from this week, which is this one. And it's odd because it's not quite square, this one. It's kind of gone rectangular, so I don't know what's changed in the way I do it, or my tension, but it seems to be a rectangle, and it's the rectangle long ways, so I need to try and stretch it out. But I think once I've got all the squares, I'll start blocking them, or at least once I've got a few more squares, I'll start blocking them, because there are 25 in total. And we have decided that we need to do one a week. I may have mentioned this already. Instead of doing one every couple of weeks, because that's when the patterns come out every couple of weeks, and we're already a few behind, so we need to catch up. And yeah, so that was yesterday, and I finished watching The Mighty Nine Reunited from Critical Role, and the newest episode was uploaded, so I need to sit and watch that for campaign free. But I'm going to finish today by working on the coronation blanket, because as I mentioned previously, don't remember which video I mentioned this on. I went to get the coronation blanket done first because that is a cow that is current, and I would like that done by the coronation date. And I'm rubbish at remembering what date is what. All I know it is in May, and May is only about less than 2 weeks away. So I am actually going to quit cracking on that. But I just wanted to jump on and say thank you for joining me for the Easter holidays and seeing what we get up to as a teacher. And someone who likes to help out at the local yarn shop. I was still in my work clothes up until about 5 minutes ago, and then put on my pyjamas and dressing gown because I was freezing cold. Yeah, so anyway, I will see you all again next time, which I think is May half term, which is actually the first week of June. So I will see you then. Take care. Bye.